Yo, what's good with y'all boys, man? Hey, welcome back to the channel. Hey, before we get into things today, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share the video if you want to, and make sure you leave a comment down below. So, I think the Milwaukee Bucks, they already won the 2023 championship. All right, here's why. So, you saw what happened to the Bucks. They lost to the Celtics in 7 in the second round, and you're probably really concerned about that. But you have to think about how they were missing Chris Middleton, right? You got to think about how that's really the biggest piece on their team besides Giannis. And I feel like if you're missing your second best player, it's a lot harder. Like when LeBron didn't have Kyrie, when Kyrie was hurt, how it was harder for LeBron, etc. Just stuff like that, missing your main player. And you see they re-signed all their main pieces. They got Bobby Portis back, they got that little white dude back, that other white dude back, Pat Connaughton, and the other dude everybody hates. I'm not even gonna mention his name because he's just a disgrace, but really good sharpshooters for the team. So if we're being honest now, Giannis is getting better. Giannis has a whole nother offseason to improve. And then you got Chris Middleton coming back. He's had time to recover. You got Drew Holiday, lockdown defender. I mean, I don't think there's really much more you could think about because if you look at the Lakers are done. Look at the Warriors. Repeating is very hard. Even though they've repeated before, but they had Kevin Durant. It's very hard to repeat as champs. So I'm going to eliminate the Warriors. Then if you look at the Suns, Chris Paul, old. Devin Booker, choke artist. And they lost DeAndre Ayton, basically their biggest piece. And they got him for like a couple bags of chips. Then you have to look at the Clippers. John Wall's getting old, and we don't know how he's going to play. Kawhi, we don't know if he's even going to be healthy. Paul George, we don't know how he's really going to look. He looked all right in the playoffs, but then he got COVID, and then they didn't miss the playoffs. They lost in the play-in. And then you also can look at literally anybody. You could look at the Timberwolves. I mean, I'm not really missing anybody because there's not much to talk about. The Nuggets. I mean, there's nothing really just standing out like, wow, that team's really going to beat the East. So we really have to go look at the East, and you have to think about the Celtics. They got Malcolm Brogdon. I mean, they got another guard, maybe a real point guard for that team that they need, but when you think about it, Jason Tatum, I don't know, man. It just really doesn't seem like it's going to work because they had Derek White, and Derek White was really solid for that team, and it just wasn't much. And I don't know, bro. You're just going to have Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Robert Woods, Al Horford. I mean, like, I like that team. That's a very good team. That's the team that the Bucks are going to have to go through. But then you look at the Heat. The Heat just seem like I don't think they're going to be able to do what they did this year just because they've been so, like, just unlucky, really, if you're being honest. And, you know, Jimmy shooting that shot, it was a good shot. But, I mean, really, he should have made that if he was clutch. But I don't think their luck's going to be able to take them all the way back up there, even though they're a really good team. Then if you have to look at the Nets, who knows what's going on in Brooklyn? I mean, you got KD, Kyrie both wanting to leave. They both might stay. I think they're going to stay. But even then, if they stay, you got Ben Simmons, don't know what he's going to do. Then if you look at the Sixers, you got James Harden aging, who just completely disappeared in the playoffs. You got Joel Embiid, MVP, cool, but he isn't going to be able to do it all by himself. We've obviously seen him lose to the Raptors multiple times. We've seen him just lose and lose. He's never went to the finals. He's never really proven to be able to do something by himself, which I can't blame the guy. When you have Tobias Harris on like $45 million contract, that's an exaggeration. But it's just like, what can you really do? There's not much there. You got Tyrese Maxey, who's just a rising star, but at the end of the day, for that team, he's just a rising star. So the Bucks, with their defense, with Bobby Portis coming back, with all their main core pieces coming back, I mean, if you look at it, man, I don't think there's nothing that's gonna be able to stop them. I mean, I would love to be like LA could do something, but LA with no Kyrie, there's nobody in the West that really like, whoa, they're a big threat. Teams like the New Orleans Pelicans, they're a young team, getting Zion back, but they're not really going to be a threat to go to the finals. And then if you look at teams like the Mavericks, you got Luka. That's really it. I mean, there's nowhere that you can really look in the West and be like, dang, they're going to beat the Bucks. Or dang, they're going to beat the Celtics. Dang, they're going to beat the Heat. Those three teams is like just the best teams. Even though I understand that Steph Curry beat the Celtics, finals MVP, cool. But it's so hard to repeat. You got to hear me out here. Just like repeating is difficult. And I don't see him just repeating again. Just because it's just difficult and just shit happens. Stuff changes and it's like, So with that being said, the Milwaukee Bucks are going to be your 2023 NBA champions, Giannis Finals MVP. And for that, that's all I have for this video, man. Hey, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.